Hello everyone. It's been about a year now since I've started this channel on YouTube and became a marketplace creator. In that time, I developed a free spline mesh tool, a paid dynamic road system tool, and a few more tools that might be released next year. Since it's been a full year since the start of all this, I've decided to do a channel update which will include plans for our next updates for our published assets, how Unreal Marketplace's switch to Fab will affect customers, and how we'll sell moving forward, and lastly, an overview of what we've done this year and what we are shifting our focus to next year. First off, to cover updates, I'm excited that 3 new updates for the dynamic road system are being worked on concurrently. The first will add all of the bug fixes that were developed since the previous update, and thank you to the users in our Discord for finding those bugs. Those fixes are now all implemented in this update, as well as some variable changes and reconfiguration for the next OSM update. Full patch notes are on the screen. Unfortunately, that means that our OSM bot on Discord will be taken down, but replaced when the second of the 3 updates comes out, the OSM update, and it will be available in the form as a free add-on for people who own the dynamic road system. The OSM update will allow you to use downloaded maps to recreate road systems in the real world. You can do this by downloading your own OpenStreetMap files and then process them through a blueprint that uses custom C++ functions. The third update is planned to be a complete overhaul of the road system so that the main mesh generation is in C++. This is really exciting since some early numbers show performance gains that are anywhere from 5 times to even 20 times faster. And this is mostly because we will be including a nanite-like mesh optimization system during generation. Therefore, it is generating fewer triangles and doing fewer calculations, which leads to more performance. This C++ update will really help with future updates since some of the more complex features I was planning to implement got delayed due to performance concerns. Optimization is one of the highest priorities so that you can get the highest quality roads and have it be modifiable in real time without requiring a supercomputer. This is my first attempt at using Unreal's C++ system, so this may be a while until it's ready. I've done quite a bit of C++ when I got my computer engineering degree in college, but Unreal's systems and plugin requirements have their own learning curve. So I can't guarantee when the C++ updates will be, but the first of the 3 updates will be coming out around the time that Unreal's new marketplace, called Fab, opens. Fab will be the new home of all of iGuy Studios products and will have new licensing tiers which should help us be a bit more financially stable. Those of you who bought through the Unreal Marketplace will own your products under the same license you bought it at, but soon to be accessible through Fab only since the Unreal Marketplace is shutting down. They've actually stopped allowing updates through the Unreal Marketplace from what I've heard, which is why my first update will be available around the time Fab comes out. With the introduction of Fab comes new licensing tiers for personal and professional use. For the dynamic road system, I set the normal price as $60 for the personal tier, which is good for any personal or commercial project for any person or organization that earns under $100,000 a year. And then the professional tier, which is meant for bigger businesses that make over $100,000 a year, it will be available for $250. Why is it so much more for this tier, you may be asking? Bigger companies typically require more consultation and more feature requests that normally go unpaid until now. The reality is that most people buying assets from the Unreal Marketplace are indie developers or hobbyists that fall under the personal use license. And it was fair to charge everyone indie developer prices, and for sellers to take losses on big company purchases than to charge everyone big company level prices. For the Spline Mesh tool, we will continue to have the blueprint free using the same license as the professional tier. Before Fab, there was an option to give $5 that acted like a donation system more than anything, but it did give users the demo map I show in my videos. I will be continuing that system, but now there's an additional option for $20 donations for those who feel a bit more generous. Moving forward into this next year, we are going to try to generate more revenue streams by selling smaller systems. Financially, the company is doing good for a first-year startup, but there's still room for improvement. The current published assets will continue to be supported. As I said before, the dynamic road system has 3 updates currently planned, with probably more after that. The free Spline Mesh tool has received all the updates we planned in functionality, but we'll probably make more videos about different use cases for it in the future and include those examples in the demo map. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to those who have donated the $5 for that blueprint. I originally planned for that to be a 2-week project, but after hearing all the amazing ideas you all had for it, I continued working on it for another 6 months and it became much more than a basic spline mesh tool. Although I'll probably never change its name from that. I will say though that the donation system did a lot better than what I expected, which helped the development to continue for the additional 6 months. And if I have ideas for products with a similar scope, I will be considering to reuse the same monetization system in the future. Both the road system and spline mesh system will continue to have customer support through our Discord, which is now nearly 200 users strong, and we will continue answering questions through the marketplace, assuming it has a section for that. There's been some rumors that Fab won't launch with a Q&A section, along with no written review section, which really stinks because I really like the reviews of the packs we put out. I'll put them here on screen so they can be remembered, but I'll blur the names for privacy reasons. A lot of them are about our customer service type Q&A that I try to answer as quickly as possible. Nearly all the questions asked have been answered within a 24-hour period, and usually answered within an hour if it is within our hours of operation, which fluctuates but is typically from 9 AM to 9 PM Pacific Standard Time. One of the biggest changes for the next year I'd like to do is to expand our existing presence on YouTube. It's great for teaching what I know, it's great for marketing, and it's great for getting a broad opinion on our tools and what people think could be improved without them needing to buy anything. The only problem is that each video so far takes me about 2 weeks to plan, script, edit, and then make, which takes a lot of time, and any time spent doing videos is time away from coding. So I've been very conservative in making videos that are outside of necessary product updates and documentation. But I'm hoping over this year there will be more educational videos sharing what I've learned and my experience from using Unreal Engine for the last 10 years. Alright, that's everything for this channel update. Thank you for your interest in what we do, and thank you to all those who have already bought these blueprints. I look forward to having more videos on the upcoming updates soon. Until next time.